Ever since Sigma males started gaining more attention, people have kept raising questions about their personality and views. Sigma males are complex individuals, and they're not easy to understand. They evolve faster than other types of men, and their mentality is still greatly misunderstood. They have their own way of viewing the world. They do not think like other people and are not too eager to follow what society tells them. They hold their fate in their hands, deciding what is right or wrong for them. They don't do things because someone else says that thing is good or bad. They follow what they think is right. To Sigma males, the world is full of people still trying to figure out how to live, so they don't follow anyone because no one really knows what is good or bad. So Sigma men set out on their own journey of discovery. They want to figure things out for themselves because they don't want to live by other people's directions. The main reason why they set out on their own is that some things people do don't make any sense to them. They simply can't comprehend why people act the way they do, so they'd rather do things their way. Sigma males are not rebellious because they enjoy chaos. They simply don't understand why people blindly follow rules and norms. Without further ado, here are 10 things that don't make sense to Sigma males. 1. Socializing just to pass the time. Sometimes, people socialize to pass the time. They may not be really interested in the conversation, but since they don't want to stay alone, they force themselves to socialize anyway. Sigma males can't understand why people make small talk if they don't like it. If a Sigma wants to pass the time, he simply finds a different way. If he has nothing to do, he would rather enjoy the sound of nature than start talking to random people because he's bored. Sigma males aren't the kind of people that can get bored easily. They're always busy with something. If they're not working, they'd probably do something else that keeps their mind active. So practically, there is no time on their hands. Because they're alone doesn't mean they're free. They always have something to do. Sigma males do not hate socializing. They simply don't want to do it for meaningless reasons like passing the time. If they're to talk to anyone, then it means that person is worth talking to. 2. When people think having your alone time is boring. People have this feeling that staying on your own is boring. Having your alone time is boring if you have nothing valuable going on in your life. Sigma males cannot understand why people think this way because their private time is a top priority to them. They enjoy solitude because it keeps them away from all the drama of the outside world. They remain quiet in one corner, immersed in their thoughts. Sigma men always want to improve themselves, so they spend time thinking of what they could have done better in the past. They're quick to evolve because of this. Sigma males just can't get why people run away from their private time. How else will they learn from their mistakes? People tend to live hectic lives because they don't want to be by themselves. Even when they have nothing to do, they find something to keep them busy. They don't want to be alone. It's as if something is haunting them. Sigma men dislike that kind of lifestyle. And sometimes, they simply want to be alone. It doesn't matter what they're doing at that moment, but the quietness is very comforting and calming. 3. Trying to be popular. Society has given us the impression that famous people often get what they want. They're loved and adored, so everyone wants to be popular. Alpha males, for instance, crave popularity over anything else. They want everyone to notice them. They work all their lives to become famous, and when they do, they try to maintain their image in the eyes of everyone. Being popular means everyone's eyes are on you. You have to live up to other people's expectations, and there's no room for failure. The pressure of living up to other people's expectations can be overwhelming. Sigma males don't want unnecessary pressure in their lives. They don't want to be told how to live their lives. With all the constraints that come with popularity, Sigma men can't understand why people crave it. It's like locking yourself in a cage and giving someone else the keys. Sigmas don't strive for popularity because they know it will harm them, and it doesn't make any sense to them why other people do. 4. Believing that relationships will automatically bring happiness. Some people believe that they're not happy because they're single. They think that their happiness depends on them being in a relationship. Sigma males do not share the same feeling. They believe that true happiness comes from within. Whether they are in a relationship or not, their happiness depends on them. In contrast to what people believe, relationships do not automatically bring happiness. Meeting the wrong partner will cause more harm than good. When some people finally get into a relationship, they are disappointed because nothing about their lives actually changes. Sigma men believe that if they cannot make themselves happy, no one else can. So instead of striving to be in a relationship, they focus on what brings them joy. This does not mean that Sigma males don't want to be in any relationship. It only means they understand that their happiness does not depend on having a partner. 5. Craving the spotlight. Alpha males live in the spotlight. They want everyone's attention, and they can do anything to get it. People admire them a lot because they see them as rare objects shining in the middle of the dark. But in truth, alpha males are only what people make of them. Once they are not given the attention and respect they think they deserve, they begin to think less of themselves. Without team effort, alpha males cannot excel. On the other hand, Sigma males don't need to be in the spotlight. They don't crave attention and prefer solitude. It doesn't make sense to them when they see people struggling to be in the spotlight. With or without anyone noticing their abilities, Sigma males still excel at what they do. They don't need people's attention to succeed. They understand that a person's true strength is inside of them. When a person's life is defined by how much attention they get, then they're actually worth nothing. Besides that, the attention that comes with being in the spotlight can reduce a person's effectiveness because they start trying to please their audience rather than doing what is right. 6. Not questioning the status quo. Society is built on a system, and children are raised to follow that system without asking questions. From childhood to adulthood, no one asks why things are done the way they are. When we have our own kids, we teach them to follow the rules without asking questions. This cycle keeps going on for generations. Sigma males are not the kind of people that follow rules without asking questions. If they don't think something is right, they won't do it. They believe that thinking and questioning are essential in order to progress as a society. They need a valid reason before doing anything. They don't just follow the crowd because they want to be like everyone else. They're not afraid to ask questions. They're curious and believe that progress can only be made when the rules are questioned. They can't understand why people follow blindly, without questioning things. Some people say they don't question the current state of things because they don't want to upset the balance of society. However, Sigma males are not afraid to upset the balance of society as long as it's for the betterment of mankind. They want to create a better world and know that can only be done by questioning and then changing things. That's why Sigma males don't just accept the status quo without considering the possibility of change. 7. Following trends without reason. Some people follow trends without reason. As long as it's trending, they want it. Sometimes, they don't even like the things they do, or it's not even their style. The only reason why they are doing it is that it's trending. Sigma males don't concern themselves with trending stuff. If they want to do something, they do it because they like that thing, not because everyone else is doing the same thing. Sigma men are not copycats. They won't go out and buy a shirt or watch because everybody has it, nor will they buy a car because it's trending. Even with little things like music or movies, Sigma males would rather watch something they're interested in than watching something because everyone is talking about it. They don't like to do things just for the sake of being part of a trend. They want to do things authentically and based on their own reasoning. Sigma males believe that it's important to think for yourself and not be swayed by the opinions of others. They don't follow trends without reason. They are more focused on researching than making their own decisions. 8. Striving for recognition from others. A man's life boils down to what people think of him. Whether they value him or not, it all depends on them. However, Sigma males do not share this philosophy. They don't care about what other people think of them, nor do they try to change anything. People set standards for others that they cannot live up to themselves. Trying to please such people is a waste of time. Some people live their lives trying to gain recognition from the people they look up to. However, nothing really matters if it doesn't bring happiness. Sigma men don't live their lives striving for recognition from others. Once they're happy with the way they are, they will not try to change things. For Sigma males, life is about doing what they want and what they feel is right. Recognition comes on its own. If someone ever recognizes you, then it should come naturally because you are worth it. 9. Focusing more on appearances than inner values or morality. Modern society values physical appearances more than inner values. People don't care about who a person is on the inside. Just by looking at the person, they give a conclusion. They judge the book by its cover before getting to read what is inside. Human beings are multilayered, so you can't conclude just by looking at one side of them. Some people look classy and dress to impress, but in reality, they have nothing to offer. Some look calm and friendly, but beneath that cover, they are wild beasts that unleash their anger on people around them. Before a Sigma man concludes about a person's character, he studies them very well. Even at that, he is still careful about recommendations because he knows people can change. Because a person dresses modestly doesn't mean they are. What is inside matters more than what is on the outside. 10. Feeling entitled to special treatment or privileges. Some people feel entitled to special treatment because of who they are or maybe because they know the person in charge. They think that they should be treated better than everyone else. This doesn't seem to make sense to Sigma males at all. Sigmas believe in equality. They believe that everyone should be treated the same regardless of who they are. Sigma men value everyone around them the same way. They don't prioritize some people, so they don't understand why anyone should feel more entitled than others. Even if a Sigma is in a position of authority, he would rather wait his turn on a queue than come and start barking orders to people. They want to live normal lives and not exercise their authority just to get special treatment. Sigma males believe that if everyone is treated equally, then things will be much better than they are.